My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire modded with... Mod the Spire, base mod, fetch mod, always well, the construct, SDS lib, hubris, relic sorter, RNG, replay the Spire, infinite Spire, the mystic, beat the cultist, shop mod, and black mod, currently updated to the 1.6 that it currently is. Hell yeah, let's go out and Ascension 1 defect. What do I want? I want to call my shot on this one, actually. Let's have a quick look at the... No, not character stats. The Compendium Card Library Blue. Now... Oh, you know what? No, it's not even close. I know exactly what I want. I want Claw, and I want to take advantage of this card, Claw Rake, from Replay the Spire, which effectively is AoE Claw. Oh, that would be super cool. Whoa! What is this? Unknown, level up from Black Mod. What? That's cool as hell. How do I get it? I need to know what it is. Damn it. Show me now. All right. Stop misclicking. I'm too excited. All right. Random colorless card, 7 max HP. Choose a red card to obtain. Lose the starting relic. I actually like losing the starting relic as the defect. That seems to be a polarizing position. I haven't seen many people who are like, I suppose it's okay. I've seen people say it's always the correct thing to do on the defect. And I've seen people say it's never the correct thing to do on the defect because it's a bunch of free damage and also without it, your first dual cast won't be active and that kind of thing. I'm gonna do it. Oh no. Injury, Clumsy, and Lust. Autoplay. Choose a random enemy. This turn, every time you attack that enemy, lose 3 HP. Although we did get Oddly Smooth Stone, start each combat with 1 dex, as well as the Empowering Shard for each act you climb. Start with 1 strength at the start of each combat. This starts at 1. And Birdface Turn, whenever you play a power card, heal for 2 HP. I might kind of be able to roll with that. That doesn't seem the worst that could have happened. Kind of seems far from it. Now, unfortunately, because of those early curses, I'm not really thinking that we're, well, lame. And it is just direct HP damage as well. Because of those early curses in particular, I don't really think we're going to be well equipped to take out early elites. And also, it is going to be a pretty heavy frustration on our ability to thin the deck out enough to start making use of the brain, Ryan. Claw. So maybe I take Sunder here. I mean, no, we can't even go on the heavy elite path anymore. So if I take Sunder, I'm not even doing it for a great reason. You know what? This is what I talk about in terms of the difference between the Ascension grind and the kind of casual play series. I'm so much more comfortable in the casual play series to try and force an archetype just so that I can play with that archetype rather than just... How exactly do I want to phrase it? I'm more interested in playing with interesting and different archetypes than I am in winning in the non-Ascension series. So I'm kind of fine to actually languish out here waiting for a claw build until I get one. That reinforced body is really powerful though. It's obviously going to be removed. Let's get Lust out of there because it actually is a limitation to our hand as well as having a negative effect. So it's worse than the injury. Ooh, monkey business. Hell yeah. I actually really enjoy this. A strange monkey swinging from place to place stops to hang out. I think this can only like appear in like the first like 4 rooms or something like that. Like it's always super early. Hey there, want to see something cool? The monkey stares at you from a distance, begins visibly mutating, and then we'll fight it for a special relic. I'm gonna get an attack. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, should have done that in the other order. I would have gotten 6 more damage out. Blocking for 16 there is pretty damn big. Damn, another 16 right there. We do have to punch when the option's available, though. Yeah, especially because we're now weakened. Hyper Beam Strike, and hell yeah! Monkey's Toy Box. Upon pickup, obtain 3 random relics. So between the Calling Bell and the Monkey's Toy Box, we've got a hell of a lot of relics here. The Ball of Yells, whenever you channel a lightning, trigger its passive ability. That is actually ridiculous. Crystal Conduit and Hello World and Rebound. Not particularly interested in any of those. Also got Strawberry upon your pickup, raise max HP by 7, and the Smiling Mask, the merchant's card removal service, now always costs 50 gold. Well, at the very least, that is going to be an assistance to us with respect to removing these curses. Cool. Remove 7 damage from the field right there. Not bad. Glacier totally seems like something I should pick up, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to stick to my guns on this one. Definitely seems like Zap should stay in the deck regardless of what I do, specifically because of the Ball of Yells increasing its power. Cool, so we've got Clumsy out of the deck, and we've got our first Lightning Orb already up. Not bad. If we could have gotten a second Lightning Orb up on the turn that we awoke the Lugvul in there, that would have basically been perfect. Now, all-out aggression for a couple turns. Hang on, do we just defend here? Yeah, I think we do. I don't think we're killing next turn regardless, so... Great. Just great. 1 Lagavulin and down. Give me the Ancient Tea set. Whenever you enter a combat... whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. Buffer is not bad. Buffer being a way to gain 2 HP as well as block the next attack in its entirety. I think Buffer could even just go in the deck. But also, it is a seed of the possibility of going with a Ball of Yells plus Birdface to earn power build in Defragment in particular. Not Defragment, sorry, in Storm in particular. All for One would work for the kind of build that I want to do. Just, we don't have the build yet, is the thing. I'm actually going to take the blanket here, and then I'm going to sell the Calling Bell, because it is providing me nothing. Same as the Toy Box there, and then the Strawberry. And yeah, I think we actually got more money back. And now, actually, we might not have got more money back, but now we have the Merchant's Rug from now on. That's handy. I think I'm actually going to take the All for One. I've done a lot of power stacking builds recently. At this point, I'm making the decision that yes, a power stacking build would be more powerful right now for this build, for this seed, but it would also be less interesting because I've done that a lot recently. Upon pickup, gain 300 gold, old coin. We can also sell that for like another 50 or something. Another 550? No, another 50. Okay, not bad. Zap, All for One, zap. Exactly the kind of thing I got it in the deck for. Shadow Call stack Leap, and the Shadow Call upgrades to 0 cost. Okay, so it could be pulled back, but it would never be pulled back because it would exhaust at that point. Leap. I don't think we need Leap right now. Well, that's a frustrating opening hand. Definitely gonna buffer, definitely gonna zap, definitely gonna strike. So turn plays itself. All for One, definitely gonna zap, strike as well. Do I want to Energy Potion double defend here? No. I'm gonna want that on an aggressive turn, I feel. Yeah, like this. Actually, you know what? Steroid Potion, I think we've just got that. Tori, whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1, as well as a death potion for 60 damage, as well as 12 HP loss. We can now take Ball Lightning, and that's just another part of the Ball of Yells build. I think I just have to take that as a value pickup right now. I could take Turbo, but then the problem is, what is it helping me play right now? My deck has nothing of value in it. I'm taking the Ball of Lightning as a, value pick along those lines. Another card removal, thank you. Let's get Injury out of there, because Clumsy is effectively injury that exhausts. Okay. Yep, more than happy to buffer. Okay, so the next tick the enemy takes them down to 33. 33 is actually still below their split value. Or rather, still below the amount of damage to cause their split value, above their split value, though. Excellent. And leaves me in a great position to pop them with a perfect split there. You get a steroid potion as well as specialized circuitry. Choose the type of choose any type of orb, sorry. Anytime you channel an orb, channel the chosen type instead. Well, there's definitely some synergy that has with Ball of Yells. We could find like extremely efficient generation of Frost or something like that, and then have it generate lightning instead, and that would be pretty ridiculous. But also, there's Claw. It's started to turn up. The build is real. All you gotta do is dream and believe in yourself. And also be prepared for a massive amount of failure. Just a whopping amount of failure. Probably gonna rest in this next position, I'm feeling. As much as I want to take the second Ball Lightning, now that we've got the Claw, I kind of just want to wait and see how that one goes. We will rest here. This is the Rust Beast from Black Mod. It's one of the bosses I wasn't seeing because my Black Mod was not correctly up to date. So it's a buff of 1 strength on yourself if you've got 7 plated armor. Okay, they can Ball Lightning, Claw, all for 1 Claw. Zap. Not half bad, not half bad. That's vulnerability on me as well as 9x2 on you, 9x2, so what? I can buffer, single defend. And then I take 9. No, I definitely have to use an energy potion. Buffer, defend, strike. I want more instantaneous damage, so I'm going to dual cast and then the... Oh, sorry, I want more over time damage, so I'll dual cast before using Zap rather than the inverse of that. Okay, here's Raw for another strength, and then I think they just go through the same cycle again. Yeah. Definitely looks like it. All right. Cop only 1 damage there, and I'm feeling like... Hang on. Oh, that's actually short of lethal. Funny that. It's not going to make a difference, but still. Alright, so... Cold Snap, no. Rebound, no. Streamline, no. Like Woolen already did. Rest of those are possible. Well, Thunderstrike makes sense a little bit. I don't really like it, though. Mirror Shield, channel 1 Crystal, 1 Frost, gain 5 protection and 1 reflection. No. Yeah, I'm actually going to hold off on all of those and then go Empty Cage here, definitely. Double card removal, happily. Probably double strike. It's probably the best removal that we can make there. We're leaving the by the way, we're leaving the curse in the deck because the curse exhausts, the strikes don't. So that means the curse will only ever cost me 1 draw in however many rotations of our deck we play in a combat, This will only ever cost me 1 draw. I can only ever draw it 1 time. The strikes get drawn multiple times, so they have a higher draw cost, and because we play a lot of 0-cost cards in this deck, draw cost is the thing that we have to worry about rather than energy cost. Savvy? Alright, let's start down here. Got an early shot, got the ability to sell the old coin and the empty cage as well, because both of those were effect on pickup, so I don't need them anymore. And we've got extra strength now as well, so that's not bad either. Not extremely pleased with this incoming damage right now. Reinforced body in the next hand. Also, by the way, All for One, literally in the worst position. It was in the bottom of the deck, but it generated a new deck by drawing the All for One. That's absolutely the worst position in the deck that it could be for me. That's amazing. That's like powerfully awful. I'm almost impressed. Almost. Okay, I've got to start getting that plated armor down, so I do have to find a way to hit through it. And if that uses dual cast, that uses dual cast. I struck again. Fine, I'm going to use the steroid potion here. It's going to save me 4 HP. Sweeping beam, beam cell, compile driver. Take a beam cell just as another thing to be returned from the All for One. Okay. This is annoying. I'm kind of locked into playing those. Otherwise, I'll have no damage out this turn. Lame. Right, we'll zap, beam cell, ball lightning the front line. Hell yeah. And I'm going to buffer, and we're going to hope that the looter in the front line takes any damage there. Well, you know. Sometimes life gives you lemons. And sometimes life gives you nothing but lemons. So you open a goddamn lemon orchard. Something, something, burn the house down. Second beam cell? Yeah. Probably enough now, though. Ukulele is a lot of damage. I really want to run a build with that. Awakened One's Ritual is actually really interesting as well. Add 3 ritual components to your draw and discard piles. There's 0 costs draw. There's 0 cost draw 1 card, right? So they're they're true 0 cost. They have no energy or card cost. But they come back into the hand with the All for One. All for One Awakened One's Ritual synergy run. This sounds kind of cool, actually. I'm kind of into it. Let's get this done. Lose 107 gold for a relic. Ice Cream energy is now conserved between turns. Interesting. Definitely interesting. It's the All for One. Draw, 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 draw. Draw again. Okay. I don't really want to expend buffer this early is the thing. But, you know, seems like you gotta do what you gotta do. We're getting the All for Ones very early here. Making it difficult to get much of a combo off. I mean, I can't even really do much damage in that turn. Just using Black Shield every single turn. I guess unless I break their armor. Right, so... Is that true? Actually, if I just deal under the amount on Reality Shift, can I just constantly keep attacking them here? No. Of course they have some attack. They have to. Okay, Ritual Component, Beam Cell. Bring them all back. The problem is, I didn't get all of the Ritual Components out. Oh, no, I did get all of the Ritual Components out of my discard pile. I just had a lot still left in my deck. Interesting. Okay, so I do have to worry about the fact that If I do that, the enemy is now going to attack. So what I have to do is get my protection first. And then smallest amount of damage, largest amount of damage. Ritual, zap. And strike reinforced body should be totally fine here. Damn, I actually could have defended for a little bit more, but, you know, 1 HP. Doesn't really matter. Oh, if we only had one more ritual component there, that would have been wild. That's unlocking Endless. I'm not interested. FIFO Q came 2x orb slots. Not particularly interested in that either. And sort, shuffle all rare or non-status cards in your discard pile back into your draw pile. Draw 2 cards. Interesting, but definitely not for this deck. Okay. Awakened One's Ritual gets upgraded for 4 ritual components in draw and discard pile. Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty big buff on the All for One, I feel. I think we might actually get the Awakened One, like, full ritual offed. I'm gonna be super excited if we manage to get it. Damn, we're attacked this turn. Thankfully, we actually banked a bunch of energy for this turn with the Happy Flower there. Unthankfully, they really handed our butts to us right there. Yikes. Okay. We should now be reasonably back on track. There's the Awakened One's Ritual. Alright. Now we can get this going on. Phew! I was worried we weren't going to get to this point of the fight. Not done yet. Excellent. Be disappointed if we were, frankly. Not attacking this turn either. That is just grand. I don't want to spend all of my energy on this reinforced body, but I also don't want my buffer to be broken by this sneaky gremlin this turn. Alright. Fine. Did get to keep the buffer. Not necessarily important yet. Oh gosh. No, we didn't get them! Our hand size is so limited that getting the ritual components in hand at the same time is really difficult. Ah well. Got the elite down at least. Preserved Insect. Enemies in Elite's room have enemies in Elite rooms have 25% less HP. Rip and Tear is actually really powerful right now with the Empowering Shard. I may consider just taking it as a value pick. Yeah. It's just a lot of damage. Gold-plated cables. Your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time. Plasma orbs would actually be pretty big for us right now. Just saying. The Awakened One's Ritual for us is probably bad right now. Consider that if we draw them and they are anything except for 0 cost, they are uncastable. Basically. This also ain't great. All for One would have returned nothing. Thankfully we had that barricade there, but yeah. Okay, All for One will return itself now. Well, it literally won't actually, but still. That's what it's intimating it'll do. 16 twice and then the All for One. Yeah, that's lethal. Cool. Whew. Venom Potion as well as just like a bunch of nothing. We shall sell the old coin here, as well as the empty cage. Vajra is really big. So is Ninjato as well, though. Ninjato, every time you play 3 attacks in a turn, draw 2 cards. That's actually really, really, really big with this kind of deck. So I think actually I may want to focus on picking that up in particular, and as a result, sell one of these other trinkets that I currently have. I'm going to sell the bird face down. I'll take Ninjato, and then I'll also remove another card. Let's get another strike out of there. I'm going to rest at this campsite, and then hopefully get an upgrade before the collector. That's another claw. I think it's important enough that I sell something in order to be able to take claw as well. Gold-plated cables. Probably the easiest for me to part with there. Ancient Tea Set actually saves with the ice cream. Ball of Yells is probably the next easiest thing to get rid of, so here it goes. And then we'll take another card removal. Let's get that deal cost out of the deck now. And then we get 160 for doing that, and we can take the Lucky Rock if we want. I mean, taking Chemical X would actually be insane, just because it would up the protection of Reinforced Body. Oh god, it actually really would be. Damn, now I have to find another thing to sell. I think I'll sell the Ancient Tea Set. Yeah. And then take Chemical X. Chemical X, whenever you play an X-Cost card, its effects are increased by 2. Now, the Wrapping Bowl from Black Mod, with a lovely adorned on the front of the singing bowl. Start each combat with 5 strength and dex. Lose 1 strength and dex for every 5 cards in your deck. So 5 strength and dex means 25, right? At 25, you're getting no benefit from this. At 20, you're getting 1 and 1. At 15, you're getting 2 and 2. And then at 10, pretty insane. If you have 0 cards in your deck, interestingly enough, you'll lose because you won't be able to deal any damage. What do you... Like, how did you expect to win? But also, this would be giving you 5 and 5. I like it. The less in the way, the quicker you can flow, yo. Hell yeah. I love that Wrapping Ball. Alright. I can't wait to actually show it off in a run, but we unfortunately spent all of our money basically immediately prior. Thank you, Ninjato, for drawing extra cards for us there. So the Reinforced Body is 16 when it's just cast for 0. So I can play both of these first. And then still fully block. If I cast it for 0, it is 16 block. That is why the Chemical X was so important as a pickup. Hell yeah. Goodbye, Book of Stabbing. Emotion Ship. Whenever you lose HP, trigger the passive ability of all of your orbs at the start of your next turn, as well as just like a bunch of other cards. I'm going to go to the campfire over the bonfire here. Sorry, the bonfire over the campfire, I actually think. For the possibility of removing a card. I'll explore for the possibility of removing a card. Well, I'll take my 99 gold. This will get us a little bit of card draw so we can try and get, hey, closer to the Awakens One's ritual is exactly what I was about to say. Oh, yeah. We are going to be able to complete that ritual in this combat. I've got a good feeling about that. I mean, as long as we don't die. Sorry, let me just clarify that. As long as we don't die, we'll be able to do that. Mm-hmm. Not being able to manually target that was unfortunate. Alright, there's the best defense I can get this turn. Ow. Mm-hmm. Seems a little weak to me, but Guess that's okay. We'll get through to our next deck, then we'll have a good ritual components turn. We need all of them after, or sorry, before the all for one. Not in the other order. We finally got the buffer in play. Pretty much exactly in time as well. Yep, here comes the 31. Oh, okay, if we get the all for one this turn, hell yeah! All right, we need to evacuate the hand. All for one. If you ever have at least 5 ritual components in your hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are replaced with Dark Echo attacks. Need 5 more in hand. I strongly can... Okay, never mind. I just... They cost 1? Ugh. Well, that's annoying. Well, at least we still win. But now I have to plan around them costing 1. Ooh, do while. I like it. All right. Know what? Yeah. This turn, your next card is repeated at +1 energy until you run out of energy. Whoa. This turn, your next card is repeated at +1 until you run out of energy. Okay, so... I guess, like, if you're casting a claw, you cast the first one for 0, second one for 1, then for 2, then for 3, right? So... The fact that it grows in... Is it... Wait, is it +1 energy, like... At +1 energy until you run out of energy. So, does the repetition take into account +1 energy on the previous +1 energy? Your next card is repeated at +1 energy until you run out of energy. That, to me, doesn't necessarily imply that it's getting +1 energy every single time it's casted. Like an incrementing amount of energy. To me, that effectively says your next card is repeated at 1 higher cost until you no longer have any energy to cast it, right? Which is obviously way too long of a description, which is why it's written with the energy symbols in particular. It's the fact that I see +1 there that's making me think it's an incremental rather than anything else. Also, the fact that it's a loop is making me think that it's something that should be incrementing rather than just... Although that's not necessarily the case, I'm well aware. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So, like, for 4 max energy, the claw would be, you know, claw, 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 claw. Interesting. Interesting. The Awakened One's ritual would be pretty wild. Does it go on any of my other things? Because maybe I take it. For its ability to increment the claws really quickly. I'm gonna take it. Sealed Pack from Replay the Spire. Choose a basic card, a rare card, a colorless card, and a black card. Now, for what it's worth, for when I read this, for some reason, I immediately went, oh, choose Annie. It must be choose Annie. It's not choose Annie, it's just choose. It's a normal card selection. And the curse you have to select also becomes soulbound. I think we need the extra energy still, so I'm going to go with the Cursed Key, just because of the ridiculous amount of draw we have, and the fact that we're also keeping the energy around with Ice Cream in particular. So we'll take the Cursed Key. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. Ooh, Twilight Guardian into this floor. Alright, cool. Maximal Elite Path is 4. Not half bad. I feel like I'm going to go for that. Okay, hang on. So we claw all for one, then do while claw. It should cost 3 times. Oh no, it'll cost twice. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. If do while was upgraded, it would have been 3 times. Awakened One's Ritual, buffer, defense. Yeah, unfortunately going to be taking damage this turn. Not really that much we can get done about that. Ow. Claw, got one of them down. Hell yeah. Finally. Alright. Woo! Hell yeah. Those ritual components mean that we have got business in the future. That is to say, literally as soon as we draw the All for One, we're going to have a pretty wild time. Hell yeah. Alright, this should work. This should work. So it's Claw, All for One. They haven't done anything, so I have to play another action, and then they realize that they're all there. And then I play Dark Knight. Yeah. No, don't need any of those. Tempest with the Chemical X, by the way. Tempest with Chemical X, with the Ball of Yells, and with... Gosh, just all of the different orb interactables that I had before. That would have been wild. But I wanted to do a different build, so, yeah. Still would have been wild, though. Let's just get all of the best selections that we have available to us. Woo, we've even got buffer there. Nice. Ninjato just drawing a bunch of cards for us as well. This is the perfect build to first show off Ninjato as well. Love it. I should have just double defended there. For some reason, I thought that I definitely had lethal. I didn't. Gain 2 reflection, shuffle 1 backfire into your discard pile. Backfire has a status that gives 1 vulnerable when drawn and deals 6 damage and exhaust at the end of your turn. Isn't that similar to the backfire mechanic that existed in the Servant? Or rather, it has a similar keyword, but it's different in how it works. Interesting. Take the claw, obviously. Right, show me the... Ooh. Hell yeah, draw 2 cards. Not exactly all the block I wanted. Also, I shouldn't have played any of them. I could have kept my energy. Let's All for One now. Okay, good. Then I'll zap. And then let's just, I don't know, Dark Echo for a bit. Seems like a good idea. Finish it off with the Claw. I'm liking this. I'm really liking getting to play with the Awakened One's Ritual on camera for the first time. Alright, we'll do while this beam cell here. It'll strike 4 times, which means it's going to draw a card for me. But more importantly than that, the Reinforced Body is actually already fully primed to protect me just because the Chemical X is enough. And then all of those ritual components become Dark Echoes that we get to cast for the win. This is like readily repeatable. I'm digging it. Trip AoE vulnerability is pretty wild for this deck. Is that true? Not necessarily. It takes up a space where a ritual component could be. So it's difficult to justify. All right, Nightmare. Okay. Okay, managing to get buffer out in the first round, I feel that's reasonably powerful. Worth possibly writing home about. Again, I forgot that you have to defend first whenever you're dealing with the Nightmare. Ugh. That does frustrate me a little. Do Wild Rip Tear, let's go. Self-repair, Storm, Streamline. We're a bit too late to pick up any of those, sorry. We've already got our own game plan. We've already got all of our own stuff sorted out. We do have the Joker card as well from Infinite Spire. Every 15th card you play is played twice. Do Wild Hat Claw. So it is one cost, yeah, every single time. Cool. Hell yeah. Oh. Those claws are getting seriously big off of that. I love it. Dual might be one of the most interesting cards to include in this class. Also, extremely flavorful. Yeah, I'm not pleased with how that went. I should have played that buffer out that round and not used the full reinforce. Okay. Actually, just gonna do Wild this Claw. Yep. That went about as expected. Awful one. Rituals. Sorry, it's the rituals that I'm casting, actually. And then we'll all for one. There we go. Try and get more rituals in hand with a Ninjato draw, and it worked! Oh, hell yeah. We almost got him! We almost got the transient just off the back of that. Another pre-upgraded claw. Scrape also has a place in this deck, but we have difficulty with the size of our hand a lot of the time already. We could make the enemy languid here just so that we can possibly save HP, but I'm not particularly interested in that. Do-While on buffer would only work if Do-While was upgraded. So instead, I'm just going to buffer Do-While Beam Cell. Just get some vulnerability out there. We've got a double play on NX card as well. We got to keep in mind on that. And I'm just going to do it on a claw. Beam Cell Ritual component and claw. Hello, all for one. That'll get it done. I have a strong feeling this is somehow going to be enough. Nice. RGB Lights from Hubris. Every time you evoke 3 orbs in a single turn, evoke the 3rd orb 2 times. Cool. Go for the eyes. The ability to apply vulnerability. Not vulnerability, weakness. Do I even want to open this? I don't need another curse in this deck. I'm passing. Oh, Paranoia. Okay. Just claw the ever-loving hell out of Paranoia here. I could play Beam Cell right now, but then that's going to be duplicated by the Joker card, and there are so many better options to be duplicated by the Joker card. Like a claw. Yeah. Then helps me play a bunch of cards, and then I get a buffer out on that turn. Nice. Beam Cell Claws. Yeah, there's no ordering consideration on this turn. It's just play the cards, damn it. Yeah, being confused ain't great, but thankfully our claws were huge. Pondfish Scales. Whenever you play a skill that does not give block, gain 2 block, as well as just like a bunch of stuff. I could actually probably take auto shields, but I do want this to be more degenerate than balanced. Definitely throw out the Explosive Potion this turn. Thinking Beam Cell, Ball Lightning. Unfortunately, actually I should have done that in the opposite order as well. Damn. Do while the defend, and that's only going to even play it once. I'm gonna languish you. That was all, like, just played horribly. Just really not well done. Not at all my finest work. Just a ridiculous amount of block. Like, an unnecessary amount of block right there. Got him. Bye-bye, Orb Walker. Upon pickup, choose a 0 or a 1 cost card. It is now X cost, applying its effect X times. That's literally like a way better version of Do While right now for us, right? I should just do that to a Claw. I could do it to the Awakened One's Ritual. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. That seems fun. And then Overclock, because the whole point is we're never going to get to our discard pile again. As soon as... Wow. Okay, so what do we have? Cool. Couple copies in there, then 24 copies in here as well, so 48 copies of that. I don't know if that's going to be enough, is the thing. So that's what I'm worried about. Uh-huh. At least they're all giving us block now as well. Oh my gosh. It just gets better. If only we had some way to benefit from this right now. We need another awful one in this deck. That's what we need. Alright, we'll Joker card the Ball Lightning there. Excellent. Gives us some draw. Nice. Going through the whole deck so quickly. Oh, wow. Oh, this gets wild. I love it. We'll double up on the buffer there as well. Just because I think that's probably going to be the most useful. We could get, like, screwed on a draw pretty easily. Alright, then we'll do while a ritual component, which draws a ridiculous amount of cards. And then just throwing the claws. Nice. Well, see, stack becomes the best block card in the entire game after I do that. So, yeah, obviously. We'll lose all the gold to obtain the relic because there's no reason not to. We haven't got a shop upcoming. So the relic is the red mask at the start of each combat. Apply 1 week to all enemies. The Rhapsody Hoarder is probably going to put a swift stop to our nonsense right now. I mean, it gave us a claw as well. Actually kind of being a little bit generous here, Rhapsody Hoarder. What are you doing, bud? At the end of your turn, exhaust all common cards in hand, gain 4 block for each. Alright. Do while Rip and Tear is going to be pretty wild. Yeah. That was pretty damn wild. Got him. Hell yeah, Rocket Booster. Whenever you defeat an elite, upgrade a random card. There's literally no elites left. Ooh, level up. This is the card that we were missing. Gain 2 strength and 1 dex. What? This doesn't exhaust? Okay. Yeah, we'll be taking that, thank you. Alright. I do want to upgrade Dewhall. Yeah. Don't we have heal on entering a boss fight or something like that? No? Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna take a bunch of thorn damage if I start attacking right now, unfortunately. Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. Yeah, I think I just... Yeah, let's do that. So I'll just cop the 20 there. Wow! Twilight Guardian does damage, yo! Alright, Twilight. Yikes. I'll sit down, man. The overclock. Getting a lot of draw from all of it. Ah, there's the stack as well. Nice. Problem is, I still do need to exhaust a lot of these cards from my hand so that I can play that all for one. And obviously I want to play the stack first if I can get to it. I actually don't even want to play all for one. Like, I guess I want to make sure it's in the next shuffle, so I just stop drawing right now, but I don't think I want to play it. This is Twilight Fury. Whew, okay. I'll probably try and get the Joker card to hit the buffer here. Yeah, with this many ritual components, I can basically just choose what the Joker card will ever hit. Hit buffer. I think we'll just continue normally for the moment. I do want a lot of block, and then I can do while a claw. Alright, another ritual component. Reinforced body. Problem is, reinforced body, if I cast it, I have no energy left, so do whiling a claw doesn't really do that much at that point. Alright, I'll do while this claw. Drawing a ridiculous amount of cards. That's fine. I kind of just want to get the rest of the dead cards out of my deck while I can. I'm basically just looking for a defend or a burn or something like that here. Nice. Our next card is going to be dual cast as well. Got to keep in mind on that. I feel like it's probably just ritual component. Extremely comfy with that stack right there. Woo, level up as well, hell yeah. Oh, just imagine a thin deck running those. Wild. Right, the problem with All for One here is I get all of my ritual components, but then what are they actually doing for me at that point? Because I can't cast any of the things that I get from them. Alright, so I think we have to get to our next cycle as well. I need to be saving energy basically every turn, just so that my all for one turn can go off. Let's just play all of those quickly. Uh-oh. Whoa, the do-while is not costing me energy right now. I think we might be stuck in an infinite loop. I think maybe because the card it was trying to duplicate no longer exists. It doesn't really know what to do right now. Oh, I can break the chain myself. No, I can only interrupt the chain. How the hell did that happen? That is a super, super interesting kind of weird interaction right there. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been not Darkest Dungeon, but Slay the Spire modded. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.